Hi, my name is Dane Bergen, photography business growth consultant, and this is Growtography. A cool name I made up, but it's showing you how you can grow your photography business with small little strategies, tactics, ideas, techniques. And today we're going to be talking about reviews. Now, reviews are extremely important. If you don't know that already, it's a really important part of your business, because it's one thing what you say about your own business, and that only has a certain amount of credibility, because obviously the goal of our business is to get clients and make money. What we say about our business is going to be very biased. But when other people say really positive things about your business and it's in a place where you can't control, then that's worth a lot more than you talking about your business and saying how great you are all day. So there's a couple of places where you can get these reviews that's really powerful. Now, one that we've talked about somewhat extensively is Google My Business. Your Google My Business page. It's a silly name, I think, but that's what it is. It's probably the most important place you can get reviews, because it will show up in the search engines, or it will show up in Google for sure when people type in the type of photography you do. Your business will show up, and it will show next to that the number of reviews you have and how many stars out of 5 you are. So if you've got all 5-star reviews, it'll say 5 and they'll all be colored in yellow. If you've got, if a couple of bad ones, you might be 4.7, whatever. Point is, people put a lot of trust in these Google reviews. And the reason is because it's hard to fake them. It's not like on your WordPress blog or, some random site. If you could go on and just create 100 accounts and say, hey, Dane's a really good photographer, you guys should definitely check him out, that means nothing. So if you've got heaps of these reviews on your website that you've just maybe copied, maybe they're real reviews, maybe they're perfectly legitimate, but if you've copied and pasted them from something someone's written in an email to you once and pasted it on your website, that has very little credibility. Now, I'm not saying it's not better than nothing, because it is, but it doesn't have nearly as much credibility as what you'll get from having a lot of reviews on somewhere like Google. So if you've got reviews on your website, keep them there. Don't get rid of them. Always be building reviews. But in future, try to direct people to the other places they can leave reviews that do give you a lot more credibility and exposure. So those are Google My Places, or Google My Business, it's called. Also, there's Microsoft has theirs, Bing Business, Bing Places for Business, I think it's called. There's there's Facebook, of course. Your Facebook page has a reviews section, another important place to get reviews. And there's Yelp. The thing with Yelp is that you are not allowed to ask people to give you a review. So even if they're a customer, you can't say, hey, can you go over to to Yelp? Can you go over to Yelp and just leave me a review? I'd really appreciate it. That's against their terms of service. Don't ask me why. It doesn't make any sense. So generally Yelp reviews aren't that important, but you can and should still get a couple of reviews over there. But focus your attention on Google first, then Facebook, then Bing, then, Yelp or whatever. There's a bunch of other ones out there, depending on where you live. Like in Canada, there's different ones. In Australia, there's different ones. America, there might be something different locally for you that you should put some attention on. The point is, You want different reviews all over the internet, from different people. But it's no good having 100 reviews on Google and none on Facebook or whatever. Well, it is good, but it's better to have them everywhere. Okay, so get reviews. Ask people for reviews. Ask your clients once you've delivered a job for reviews. You can even ask your friends for reviews. It's a little bit dodgy, but hey, if you're just starting out, then you've got to do what you've got to do. The thing is that reviews just have this inbuilt credibility. So I want you to go out and get as many reviews as you can and make it an ongoing thing. Don't just stop at 10 or 20. Keep it going for as long as you're in business, because the more you get, the better and the more credible they're going to seem, and the more business you'll get as a result of having those reviews.